The Jewish Community Center is a jewel in our community.
I think the role of a JCC is to bring the community together.
This is not just a building, but a source of programming for the community.
Whether it's sports, camps,
we have the Jewish Book Fair, we have the Jewish Film Festival,
social activism,
through the Maccabi Games.
It's a way of life. It's a communal place to gather, to educate, to share social experiences.
Everyone can come and feel their Jewish spirituality and their Jewish identity.
The connection between the University of Michigan and the Jewish community runs so deep.
I attended the University of Michigan from 1980 to 1984.
My father went there.
All three of my sons.
All of my siblings.
Once getting to the University of Michigan, it opened up a whole world for me.
My relationship with the University of Michigan really started with Bob Ufer on the radio.
Bob Ufer would open up the broadcast and say, "This is Saturday, this is the high holy day of obligation, and this football game is a religion."
Goes back, he's looking for a receiver, he throws downfield and fires!
I remember at 7 years old in first grade, it was my first game and I couldn't believe what was in front of me, the beauty of the field, the spirit of the people, the maize and blue colors. And I totally remember talking to my parents that night and saying, I am going to the University of Michigan. What I didn't know and came to learn is that what was happening on the football field in its excellence was equally happening in the classroom.
I believe that we as a people have always understood the importance of education.
Whether you're a theater major, whether you're a science major, a geology major, or a business major, it's excellence across the board.
Jewish life on campus at the University of Michigan is very rich and very much alive.
There are trips and birthright and classes and cultural events.
The Hillel on Michigan's campus is amazing.
Going to Shabbos there and seeing President Schlissel there and knowing that he's there the whole time, engaging with the students, that's special.
We recognize Michigan as kind of a launching pad for not only our education, but as people, gaining our independence, gaining our feeling of self-worth, and being able to go out into the world and compete at a high level.
We came up with the Michigan-Israel Partnership for Education and Research to improve quality of life throughout the world. Tikkun olam, if you will.
As giving back is part of our tradition, many of the Jewish community have given back to the University of Michigan.
I think it's just wisdom to continue to build that relation and nurture it and treasure it the way that we do.
The key traditions in my life, without question, have been Passover, camp, and tailgating with my Uncle Ira over the last 52 years.
The tailgates started out as just a way to go to the game, have a little drink, a little nosh. Ira came up with the idea of asking the administration if we could use the hill, as it was called. And once they did that, it grew into this legendary status.
The atmosphere is flat out goofy. You've got people in odd colored pants. You have all these professionals, acting incredibly irrational.
It's feeling like in the midst of so many people, wherever you turn with a corned beef sandwich in hand, you have a person that you could connect with.
And you learn about other people, you learn what they're doing, you can share thoughts and ideas.
It became a generational event for so many different families.
You would hear on campus or in the library, are you going to the tailgate? And that meant the Jaffe Lester tailgate.
When you're there, you're part of a greater community. You're part of our Jewish community, you're part of the University of Michigan. You're part of it's almost a spiritual event to a very real extent.
It was about people coming together every year to celebrate life, U of M, the wins, the losses, the great times, the bad, but always together.
I believe that our Detroit Jewish community is setting the standards across this country.
What we're all about is helping future generations, making sure they're educated, making sure they lead strong, productive lives and engage in our community.
We are growing. We are a story. We are a place where the flag is rising higher. What's so exciting, I think, is that the upcoming generation is so connected to this rebirth that the horizon looks so good.
Go Jay, go blue.
Go blue, go Jay.
Go blue.
Go Jay.
Let's go blue, JCC.
Go blue and Go Jay.
It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine.
Go Blue! Go Jay!
Go Blue and go JCC.